This is B12 News.
Hello and happy holidays. I'm Bnews anchor Liz Poland.
Hi, and I'm BITV Executive Director Scott Schmidt.
So we're here today to tell you a little bit about where BITV currently stands and who BITV is and what we've done over the past 25 years in the community. So as you may or may not have heard, BITV will no longer be the program manager of Channel 12 and 22 starting on December 13th. The city terminated its contract with us, and it came as a little bit of a shock, I think, because it was 2 years into our 5-year contract.
It certainly did come as a shock to me, and I think to the entire community. And it reverses a 20-year trend, actually, where they've supported public access television. And they sent a very clear message to us and to the community that they really wanted to fund the government part of the channel only and not fund the public access part. So it was a shock to us and something we had to make adjustments to. In a few short weeks, we presented a proposal to them that really cut about 40% of the funding we were expecting, and we presented a very modest budget of $138,000 to continue primarily all the services, but with major cutbacks of the services we're now providing for the community. And we heard that when the budget was finally accepted, that the cap for the proposal that they made of $50,000 was not lifted. Mm-hmm. And that really set into motion a series of events that would really require us to shut down, and that's kind of where we are right now.
Yeah, and it sounds like despite all of that, we've all tried to involve the community in the effort to renegotiate with the city. Is that right?
Yeah, it really is. You know, one of the things we've learned early on is that we sent the message out to the community and tried to rally support for the community and inform them about what was going on. And the level of support has just been amazing.
I know. I couldn't have even imagined, from signing petitions to our Facebook page to newsletters and emails. We even had a Save Local TV rally that was during the chilly month of November. I don't remember, but it was just amazing to see the amount of people that came together, and we bundled up and walked down Winslow Way, walked down by the ferry holding our signs, and it was a really neat moment. And sometimes, unfortunately, it takes things like this to bring people together, and it was absolutely incredible.
It really was, and everybody should know that your letters, your countless emails, your phone calls all got noticed. You not only made your voices known to the city, you let them know to us and to the entire community, and it was a great education process where people learned a little bit more about what we were about.
We're also thankful for all of those viewers, members, sponsors, volunteers that really are the lifeblood of BITV as an organization. I think without you guys, it would not have been so successful for 25 years. Can you believe it's really been 25 years?
It's just amazing how 25 years ago, what started with a group of 4 or 5 dedicated individuals trying to start a radio station.
Right, it was a radio station in '86, right?
Yeah, it was about '86.
And they were attempting to make it a radio station, actually. I think that they were really hoping for that, but it turned out that there was no frequency for a radio station. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't until 1993 that the group kind of formed BIB, or Bainbridge Island Broadcasting, then, and started the first community organization television station for the island.
Yeah, that's true. And shortly after that, around the mid-'90s, is when we entered our first contract with the city, mm-hmm. and we got, I think it was around $25,000 to fund public access television only. So there was no government access at that point. We weren't doing city council meetings, in fact. And back then, the city council recognized the importance of communication on the island and using the television resource, a free television resource at that, to provide this communication for an island community. A very valuable tool.
Well, and it definitely didn't just stop there. 2001, 2002, the organization really started kind of picking up speed, started offering classes, and then the 2 first employees ever were hired, and you were the 2nd ever employee for BIB.
Hard to believe.
Yeah, I bet.
9 years ago. I mean, pretty amazing. And I keep thinking about where we were 9 years ago.
Yep.
And one of the ways we often talk about how we've grown is through programs. And back then we did 221 programs a year. That's how many we televised. Mostly city events, like we'd have a 4th of July parade or a meeting or some kind of music event. And some of the city council meetings started back then too. But recently, to show you how much we've grown, we've been annually broadcasting about 30,000 programs, which is pretty remarkable.
Wow, yeah.
On 2 channels now, which is even more impressive. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's been quite a bit of growth. And the reason we've grown that much is because of the membership and the community involvement. We've always been about community, but it's really the involvement of the community contributing to programs and their time.
Right. Well, I think we got to that point because 2005 was kind of like a landmark year. It was a breakthrough year for BIB then, and then turned into BITV in 2005. And that's also when, as you mentioned, there was kind of a huge increase in local programming, and that granted us the ability to have a second channel and go live with city council meetings, which was a huge feat for a local, local nonprofit access station.
Only 5 years ago, you're right, we went live with the televised city council meetings, and it's been a big hit ever since. I know the community is really appreciative of that. We also started streaming back then too, so it's we've reached more people than just the cable channels, and that's been a very valuable asset and resource we've been providing for the community. And then it was in 2008 we were able to negotiate another contract with the city, and what happened was the city really recognized how valuable we were and how much we were connecting with businesses, with agencies, and with individuals. And the contract allowed us to grow in a way that nobody ever imagined. And part of that was because we decided to do a local news program. And it was something that was an instant hit and became a flagship program of ours. And what it did is it really brought the community together in a forum that allowed them to share their stories, share their needs, share their accomplishments, and it built community in a way that nobody ever imagined. And it was really something very special. And for me, what was really unique about it is that our mission of being community first really came to the fore, and it allowed us as an organization to get out there into the community.
Yes, I mean, I've been so thankful to be a part of Bnews for the past year. I grew up on the island and I never knew how many stories there really were. But I have to tell you, the businesses are rich with them. The just average Joe walking down the street, he has a story to tell. And so to be able to go out and really get that story and share that with the viewers has been pretty amazing.
Yeah, it certainly has, and it's something that we all experience at the station, and the community's really experienced it too. They've seen it every week on the channels, and it goes to kind of how we've connected with the community, and we brought the community into the organization. We did it with our classes. We taught people, whether they were 8 or 80, how to get involved with local television, how to learn how to do a production, and how to tell their own stories.
Yeah.
And we've increased the membership and brought the membership, into kind of a full circle of being part of a wonderful community asset in local television.
Yeah, and that's just the reason why I think the community really is losing an asset, a big asset.
Yeah, and it's sad for us. We've been involved, and every week we've been out there in the community and talking to people, and trying to strengthen the community and do our part to let their stories be heard. And so it's a sad day for us, when December 13th rolls around, and we won't be broadcasting anymore because it's something that's what we've been doing for so long.
Yeah.
And so the community is going to miss us, I think. We're going to miss the community a lot.
Yeah.
But we have to be thankful for all the accomplishments that we've done and the community's allowed us to do.
Absolutely. And I can say on behalf of the entire BITV family, don't stop being creative. And we'd like to thank you for those wonderful 25 years that we've had with you.
It's really sad. It's going to be sad to say goodbye. And one of the things I'd like to point everybody's attention to are the names scrolling on the bottom of the screen right now. These are some of the people over the past 2 years that have really allowed our accomplishments, the community's accomplishments, to happen, whether they're individuals or volunteers, businesses or agencies or partners. They've all made it happen, and everybody that's listed here and everybody that's walked through the doors and everybody that's participated should really feel proud of what they've done and what they've allowed BITV to become.
Yeah, and we hope that those people all know that you will be greatly missed, and we also hope that you all know your support will never be forgotten. And on behalf of BITV and our staff, we'd like to thank you for a wonderful 25 years.
Yeah, it was 9 years ago that I walked through the BITV door, and my goal was really to connect with the community. And it's given me this great opportunity to learn about the community, to talk to individuals, businesses, agencies, tell their stories. And through it all, through the support of the board, through the support of the volunteers, the dedicated volunteers through all the years, the staff, especially the current staff, BITV's been allowed to grow and really become a unique, wonderful community resource. And I feel really privileged to be a part of that. It's been a wonderful time for me, and I really have to thank everybody that's given me the opportunity to be a part of this organization and a part of this community. I'll miss you, and if you see me around town, say hi. And on behalf of Liz Poland, our news anchor, the entire BITV staff, the organization, and all of us at BITV, I'd like to say thank you and have a happy holiday.
Produced by Bainbridge Island Television. Bnews gratefully acknowledges our leadership sponsors. Harrison Medical Center, a nonprofit hospital serving the Kitsap Peninsula. Town & Country Markets, nourishing the quality of life. Living Well Chiropractic Massage and Wellness Center presents a medically supervised 8 weeks to wellness with natural solutions for pain, type 2 diabetes, cholesterol, blood pressure, and weight loss. Coates Design Architects, specializing in sustainable design and green building. And Island Fitness, bringing strength, flexibility, and balance to our community. Bnews gratefully thanks our weekly sponsors and partners. Bainbridge Island Subway, the healthy alternative. Bainbridge Bakers, good things are happening at Bainbridge Bakers. News partner Bainbridge Island Review. Bainbridge Island Fire Department. And Megan Allison Studio.